I just turned 25, and to help me determine what I want for the next 10 years of my life, I asked a few people who I admire to write letters to their younger selves to learn from them. This is how that went. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of A Letter to My Younger Self, a podcast where we encourage you to work hard, have good intentions, and most importantly, trust the process. Now, teenagehood. It is the period where you're not really an adult, you're not a child either. It's when you start thinking about things like boys. It's where your body is going through the most. Things are becoming bigger or not. And yeah, there's just a lot of societal pressures at the time. Today's guest is Miss Foi Wambui. Foi is a TV and radio host, actor, content creator, both on theater and screen, and basically a whole superwoman.
Come on.
My favorite personal superwoman. Karibu sana, Madam Foi.
Asante, thank you for having me. This feels so weird.
It does. Finally, you're on the other side. You're
Yeah.
so used to being interviewed. Now, we've known each other for like how long? I'd say five-ish
years.
5-ish years.
5, 6.
What's your version of how we met? You know how couples always have two different stories?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, how do you think we met?
It was when we were doing Spellcast. And I remember I was new. You guys had been doing it for a minute and I had just joined. And I can't really say we really interacted then. It was just the sense of, hi.
Yeah.
How are you? Good, good. You good. I was like, this girl is so cute. Then I saw you on stage performing and I was like, shawty.
Imagine, actually, don't even remember all that.
Really?
I just remember us doing the noodle challenge.
That's the first recollection you have of our interaction.
Yeah. But as in, even in all those years that we've known each other, I feel like as I was reading your letter, I feel like I learned a lot of new things about you.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait for us to unpack today. So go ahead and read for us your letter.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. Dear Foi, I just wanted...
Gather, collect yourself.
Okay, dear Foi, I just wanted to tell you that you're doing great. I mean, look at you, 13 years old, beautiful, talented, passionate, smart, and frankly, caring too much about things someone your age shouldn't care about. It's not a bad thing, even though sometimes you feel overwhelmed by your own emotions. You're just an emotional being. Embrace those emotions, but don't take everything too seriously. One day you'll have bills and a pandemic to worry about. Utachoka mami. Keep working hard in school and getting good grades. You might never use that social studies in life, but your grades will give you the freedom to take part in extracurricular activities, and that's where your future lies. You remember last year when you opened the concert day as an MC, and those numerous times you've been on stage and that insignificant acting role you had. Remember how nervous you felt and how great you felt afterwards? That fire for performing, acting, and being on stage will keep burning more intensely the next couple of years. Don't stop. Keep using your voice. Keep performing. Keep growing. One day it'll all make sense. Trust me, you'll be proud that you didn't stop. Okay, I know you're insecure about your body. I know those sport uniforms don't make you feel cute, and those braces don't help the situation. Don't worry, no one looks cute in those shorts anyway. As for the braces, kuteseka ni kwa muda. I know all the girls around you seem to be blooming while you still look like a boy, and all the boys seem to be liking the other girls more. And you know what? That doesn't change. You'll still be petite, but utajipenda excess. Also, your personality and that cute face will make up for the lack of tits. As for the boys, those ones will like you and they'll waste a lot of your time. The first time waster is the one you're currently dating. I get it. He's your first, he's nice, popular, and he writes you cute little notes. Dating him makes you feel like you fit in the popular group. I still read the letters and your journal, and they make me laugh. I'm glad we kept them. Ati, you think he's the one, eh? Ukona jokes, mommy. And the worst part is that the comedy doesn't even stop at this age. You'll think that many men and many boys are the one. Many of them will break your heart just as this one has already done 3 times. And anyway, I don't blame you. You are young and in love. For what love means for you at this age, Eventually, you learn who is worth a second chance. You'll be able to differentiate your Judas from your Peter. All in all, I'm writing for you from the all in all, I'm writing to you from the future to tell you that we still haven't completely figured out anything, and that's okay. But you're getting better at being yourself. The next few years will be a roller coaster, but you'll be just fine. Take it easy, honey. Yours sincerely, Foi. P.S. Don't wear that outfit and don't take that picture.
Oh,
That made me a bit emotional.
yeah. So this is a question that I ask all my guests. Why Foi at 13 years old? What exactly stands out for you at that age?
Okay, 13, I was around class 8. It was between end of class 7 to class 8. And there's a lot that happened in that year that I remember of. I had my first boyfriend. I became aware of, me being a woman.
Yeah.
It's the age I can remember. I was like, hey, people are growing. People are getting titties.
Yeah.
Boys are liking it. And I'm still here, So it was a very significant year when it comes to me becoming who I am now.
Okay, and describe Foi at 13 years old. Like, what was the situation like? What school were you in? You said you were beginning class 8 there.
Yeah.
End of class 7.
Yeah.
How was your home situation like?
Okay.
Yeah.
At that time, I was in Riara. I was in Riara Road in primary. So...
We were literally like right across each
yeah,
other.
we were enemies. I was in Riara Road. Sorry. The situation at home was the same as is right now, but all my siblings were at home. My parents were together. I had a few comments from my family when it comes to my body. Yeah, I think that's where I was, trying to figure out how am I going to pass this KCP, But I was generally a very bubbly person, especially at that age. Ilienda reduced.
So you're telling me this was worse?
Yeah.
At some point in life?
It was like 3 times worse.
Before we continue, I'd like to say a big thank you for all the support that you have shown myself and this podcast so far. If you'd like to support this podcast even more, you can do so by purchasing one of your favorite A Letter to My Younger Self merch. We have journals, and these journals have quotes as well as thought-provoking questions that will be able to guide you in your own personal journey. We also have mugs, bags, webcam covers, and a lot more. What I will do is I will leave a link down below in the description box where you can go and check this out for yourselves. Now back to the podcast. Okay, now I know we're always joking about how I'm very unemotional.
Yeah.
And you're the emotional one. Actually, I feel like out of all our friends, you're the most emotional one. So is it something that, you say it's something that has always been there.
Yeah.
But is it the same as now? Like, is what you describe as emotional now what you were then, or now it's a bit diluted, a bit more?
I would say that back then I was still emotional. I used to hate that I was emotional because it used to be something that was termed as weak, These days I think I'm emotional, yes, but I know where to take my emotions.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be crying to just anyone. I wouldn't be in a classroom crying or I know how to handle my emotions better. With age comes emotional maturity. You know how to handle emotions, when to cry, when to laugh. You know the right situations to do certain things.
Yeah.
You're not there laughing at a funeral,
Luckily, at 13 years old, you're saying you're thinking about things that most 13-year-olds were not thinking about. What exactly is this for? At 13 years old, what was so huge that you were like, luckily sis, you are thinking about it too much?
I mean, I can't really give you one particular thing. I was thinking about politics and the stocks and nini. But I remember I used to be so concerned about little things, or what does this person think about? And I feel like my friends never used to care about such things.
You can catch all the other episodes by visiting the website listed in the description bar. There, you will find my conversations with my other guests, Chimano, Eli Mwenda, Safia Abdi, Winnie Okoth, Karun, and Wandia Gishuru. Each guest shares a letter to their younger self, why those moments were impactful in their lives, the lessons they learned, and the vision they have for their future self. Click the link in the description bar to support this podcast and watch season 1 of A Letter to My Younger Self.